Ladies and gentlemen, it's time, I believe, for the Labyrinth of the Ancients. I'm actually nervous. I really don't want to mess this up, man. I really don't want to mess this up. I don't want to do anything wrong. I was just leveling my Marauder in the meantime. Here we go. What? Damn! Oh my god, this looks cool. This looks so cool. Who do I follow? Everyone, okay. Who's my tank? Kakushi Poof. Okay. See, it's areas like, it's dungeons like this where I just realized, yeah, I'll never be able to be a tank for a first time dungeon. There is no way. Oh my god, this music. Look how good this place looks. What the hell? Is that what's his name? No. What do we do here? We just fight. The epicness is real! Let's do this! The pools of folly? I don't know what that means. Do I go in the green? We do indeed go in the green. Okay, I get it. Bro, I need to focus. I can't go content mode. We just need to go fully focused. All right. This area just is the content. Holy crap, look what's ahead of us. He's nearly dead. Our tank's gonna die. Bro, that was close. Kakushi, bro, that was close, man. Oh my god, look at the thing on the right. That's every character. Oh, shit. Quick, I've got my Mage's Ballad going. They're all going to the middle. I'm going there too. Help! What the hell? Oh, shit. Alright, well, we may have got a bit too close to it. I ain't going nowhere, I'm staying right here. What a fight! Oh my god, look at all this loot. Oh my god. Look at all that loot. Oh, gladiator stuff. We're gonna need that for the future. Get wrecked, other bard. I did it first. Therefore, I am better. Go, go, go! We're too split. We are way too split. What the hell is this? What is this AE? What is this? Where's my team? I'm confused. I don't understand. That's Kiki. Yep, that's my team. Oh my god, what is going on? Why are you guys scaring me? I can't help. I'm fighting. I have no idea what I'm meant to do here. Yeah, she's meant to be back there. This is so epic. Nice. Well played. We did it first. Our team's the best. Comms before fight starts, please. It's just common sense, man. Like, I have no idea what to do now. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, we're killing Thanos. I'm just going to keep killing him. What is that? What is this magic pot? Yeah, we lost. This is just a shit show. Okay, so you can't get the enemies get to the magic pots, it seems. Okay. Okay. More loot. Thaumaturge, Black Mage. Don't care about this. Lancer. Yes, please. 98 on that. Love to see it. This is so cool. Very overwhelming. I will be honest. Very overwhelming. But this is good. Throw us in the deep end and we'll learn how to swim. Oh, I thought it was going to be a cutscene. I'll go fight the back one. I done the wrong song. This music's great. That isn't good, whatever that is. What the hell's going on with your guys' bombs? Alright, well played. GG's. God, I'm such a good bard. Ooh, what's this buff? Direct hit rate is increased. Defeat the King Behemoth. Cool. Any comms? Nope. I guess you just fight and kill it. Right, let's put our debuffs. Our dots, sorry. This thing's getting shredded. What is happening? Our tank died. Oh my god, what the hell? Let's go! Okay. That seems good, I think. Not sure what we just did, but... The Hall of Savage is no longer sealed. Hall of Savage? Oh, shit. Gentleman? Who's this badass? What the... Oh my god. Guys, wait for me! Look at all the debuffs on him. Let me add mine as well. The play seems to be just continue killing the guy, so... I'm just gonna do that. Okay, that seems to have done something. That guy got wrecked! Oh, poor guy. In we go. I don't want to know what the hell that does. Look at all those debuffs on him. Holy crap. GG's. Yes! Can't wait for everyone to run off. Okay, I don't look like the most ridiculous in my group, so I'll take it. Wow. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what any of this stuff is. So I'm just doing that. Cool. I got 2 player commentations. That was so fun, by the way. Hold it. Very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in the volumes that are sure to be penned on this historic expedition. scale of the structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. According to the findings of my bald colleagues, the Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun, a characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now, what of the tower's inner defenses, judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. Elites and bosses everywhere. A giant of a man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that would have been Flemtong. He was the hero of the Allegan Revolution. And you gleaned that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Allegan Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Allegan's extraordinary technology. Ooh. Chief, you need to see this. What? Well, there it is, the foot of the tower. Wait, we're not in the tower? I can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not beaten a path through that maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here right now. Ah, okay. Okay, we've done the labyrinth. Well, we have much to discuss, JJS. Let us retire to St. Coinix, fine for the present, and there plan our next step, lest there be any doubt our expedition has some way to go yet. Nice. By the way, it didn't take as long as I thought. It took about 8 minutes to get a group. And I had no one with me, so if I had a healer or a tank friend, it probably would have been a little bit shorter. What is going on? Oh. That was really fun. Oh, we still can't do it. All right, we're still in this quest line. Where am I going? I know where we've got to go. What the hell? Why can't I fly? I'm panicking. Guys? Do I have to be past the gate? Yeah, probably past the gate. All right. Yeah, it's been a while. So good of you to join us. Okay. Fellowship of Noah. Okay. Rambos will be presiding over the meeting. If you'd be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. I will begin a summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. Alright. Here we go. In the course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Tower, we succeeded in neutralizing the structure's outer defenses before proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Omario's account, the labyrinth's defenses were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, his report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by Allegan technology. In short, our misgivings were well founded. Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above ground by the chaotic shifting of Earth, it has somehow been reawoken. It's as if increasingly likely the tower secrets will prove too dangerous to share with the world. We will have no choice but to contain them. Short of levelling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. We will first need to request address the question of how they work, the answer to which must surely be waiting for us inside the tower itself. So this is where we must go. Task rather easy said than done, if the perils of the labyrinth are any indication. Then I move that all further exploration to the tower be delayed until such time as an exhaustive analysis of the structure's defenses have been completed. Master Garland, may I entrust this task to you? Of course. Don't forget about us. Okay. Alright, we get it, Biggs, mate. We get it. That's well, I hope you're ready for some back-breaking chores. Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you for the present. If I'm to witness this valiant tale unfold with mine own eyes, I must needs own my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. You'll do nothing of the sort, Gry. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. As an observer, I am not strictly speaking subject to your authority. Pray, do not mistake my intent, Amara. I am well aware that I shall never be a match for one with your innate talents, however hard I train. Be it as it may, pray do not allow your skills to rust from disuse during their coming pause. So, we will need you fighting fit for our subsequent forays. Are to prove as productive as this one, mark me. We have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which time has obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Alliganem. So it sounds like we're going to come back to this later on in the game. And with all that encouragement for mind, it's time to bring this assembly to a close. Let's all focus on the task at hand, that our next expedition may begin all the sooner. Meeting adjourned. There's no way that's who I think it is. Such a terrible mess. Yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. One cannot help but be impressed and beginning to understand the reliance you place on adventurers, old friend. It is. It's Nero. How did I not see it? So he gave us the quest? So this is the legacy that Allegan Empire left behind. If my readings are correct, the energy source waiting atop the tower is a match for even the ultimate weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. Shit. I believe the fates has conspired to deny me just my rewards once again, but it would seem they had a greater destiny in mind for me. And as long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Cid. Do not disappoint me. Wait. Oh no, we're still doing it. Cool. Maybe I was meant to do this ages ago. You're doubtless eager to hear of our progress. Excellent. I'd be disappointed to hear otherwise. I fear I'm ashamed to say there is nothing worthwhile to report. The suns continue to probe the labyrinth of ancients and every day bring new discoveries. Alas, the same cannot be said of the Crystal Tower proper. We've not been able to set so much as a single foot inside it. You'll recall how the 8 sentinels stood between us and the labyrinth. In like manner, the entryway into the principal spire, Psychus Tower, the elegance call it, is also protected. Sid and I have tried every trick you know. We're at a loss. Cannot give up. Perhaps we can be of assistance? And you are... Who the hell are you? Be at ease, friends. For we share the self-same goal. I am Unai, and my companion is called Dogger. We are scholars of the Allegan civilization, sent by the students of the Bald to assist in your endeavour. Unai and Dogger, rather unusual names for this day and age, especially Dogger, I might be forgiven. You claim to be here at the students' behest, but we have received nary a word for your coming. We can only assume that the message failed to reach you due to some mishap. I assure you that we are here to help. What is it, Graha? Oh, there's nothing. There was a pain, but it subsided. Oh, well, this is rather expected. Your right eye is the same as ours. Same. You have the Allegan eye as well? This sanguine hue is said to be a trait unique to Allegans, yet I inherited it from my father as he did from his. Only one child in a single generation is born with the eye. All my life I've sought to learn the truth of its manifestation. If there is aught you know, I implore you, tell me. My deepest apologies, but we have no answers. Only one thing is certain. Those who possess the trait are bound by fate to Alleg. As your eye has placed you upon the path you walk, so too have we come here to fulfill our destiny. Absurd though it may sound, it is the truth. Ah, this is a JRPG, nothing's absurd. Alright, we'll accept their help. Yet know that I still need to verify your story with the students of the ball when I'm able. I can't wait to visit this ball, Deshion. At this moment, I name you 9 Doga advisory members of Noah. Without further ado, let us have them examine the tower. Alright, go and report to Sid. I shall join you, Mario. Alright. This is a proper, like, quest line. Whoops. Let me just fly in, damn you. Why did they put these two here, man? God's sakes. Ah! Who thought this was a good idea? Bam, 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 bam. Okay, follow me, I'll take you to the chief. There we go. Now that is a frickin' door, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we call a door. I wonder where Nero is. Ah, some old faces lift the spirit and a couple of new ones. Their armor's pretty cool. Allow me to introduce Unai and Dogger. They are scholars of ancient Alleg. We understand you're having trouble circumventing the tower's defenses. It is our hope we can be of some small assistance. If your attires ought to go by, your assistance should prove invaluable indeed. To begin with, let me tell you where we stand. Beyond rises Circus Tower, the principal spire of the structure collectively known as the Crystal Tower. The only way to get inside is through the proverbial front door, the imposing gate you see here. Problem is, can't get it to open. It's sealed by some mechanism whose workings are an utter mystery to us. Having had no success via more orthodox methods, I went as with everything from a pickaxe to a magitek cannon. Nothing can put a scratch in it. For a blessing, the gate doesn't try to reduce us to ashes like the 8 sentinels. But that doesn't make it any less effective a security measure. It's fiendishly frustrating in its simplicity. The only clue we have is the elaborate device carved upon it. A man and a woman. Respected Allegan royalty by my judgment. Well, these two are a man and a woman, and they're Allegan. Who these individuals were, we cannot say, nor do we know whether the device actually serves a purpose, like it or not. It's pretty dead. Why don't you two both put your hands on it? Brilliant. If you're thinking to force it save your strength, it's no use. Just ask the calluses on my hands. Rest assured, we do not mean to waste our strength. Indeed. Why should we exert ourselves when the gate will open of its own accord? There it is. Cool. I don't think any of us expected that to happen. Yeah, quickly go in before they we can't trust these guys. Seven Hells, what is this? What did you do? What are you? Quick! Piercing the heavens, gathering the light, a symbol of mankind's glory and might. Virtue guarded by gates impregnable, only of those of royal blood answerable. Exactly as passed down through legend, I am delighted to see. No way is it who I think it is. It is Nero. Beg pardons for interrupting your bewilderment. I couldn't help but notice the remarkable playthings you have acquired. He looks like the guy at Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Nero, you're still alive. Garland, if I didn't know better, I'd say you weren't happy to see me. But I jest, in light of our recent meetings, you have every right to be wary. But rest assured, I'm no longer a threat to you. My legion is for all intents and purposes defunct, and my association with it means a tight noose awaits me back in Garlemund, and so I've been roaming this land Eorzea, a regular itinerant. In the course of my wanderings, I chanced to catch wind of your latest venture. It sounded positively fascinating, and so I decided to come here and join you. Yeah, man, let's just welcome you in our group, and not, you know, after the wrongs you commit, you think us that gullible? Thank you, Sid. If you are suspicious of my intent, it's only my just deserts, but I'm determined to make amends. As a gesture of goodwill, I will share with you what I know, starting with these two odd characters. Bro, that looks so cool. As you are doubtless already aware, the Crystal Tower was the symbol of ancient Aleg's might and prosperity. Entry was permitted only to royalty and a select few individuals. According to the records I have unearthed, only royal blood can open the gate. In other words, the Emperor and his progeny were living keys. You mean to say that these were descended from Allegan royalty? Oh, I suggest nothing so glamorous. To put it plain, they are imitations of royalty, living keys born of Allegan ingenuity. Clones, I believe, is the name you creators gave your kind. Is that not so? It would seem that the time for concealment has passed. Can we please go close to the door? Pray accept our apologies. It was not an intent to deceive. We simply wish to avoid causing undue alarm by prematurely making what many would consider deranged claims. If it please you, let us return to the 8 Sentinels. There is much and more to tell. No! I want to go through this door! Okay, very well. Maybe let's arrest Nero, guys? Put him in prison? Seven Hells, you seriously mean to follow us around? Come, Garland, you know me better than to think that I spoke in jest. What more will it take for us to be reconciled? A gift, perhaps? An elegant tombstone. It holds the information I just shared with you, and a deal more besides. It used to be the jealously guarded property of the 14th Legion, but it's yours now. I wish you joy of it. Surely gifts won't work. I look forward to working together, old friend. Guys. Alright, he's on the team. If you are ready to listen, we shall tell you all. As it pertains closely to your investigation, your leader Rambros may wish to be present. Such a shame there's no voice acting. But I'm doing my best, guys. Before we begin, pray allow me to apologize. It was not our intent to deceive you. As you will have already gathered, we are not scholars sent by the students of Baldician. Nay, we are clones, copies of people who once existed. Given life through elegant technology. That's so cool. This is rather a lot to take in. It would not be considered unseemly. Might I ask why you and yours were created, and more specifically, what is it you now seek to do? Answering your questions requires that we visit Allegan history. Pray bear with us. So their memory is probably not like fully 100%. The Allegan Empire reached its zenith long before our kind came into being. In that glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood tall as a symbol of Allegan pride. Parents took their children there and they might learn how the nigh limitless energy it produced brought prosperity to the whole empire. That prosperity, however, bred decadence, and the empire began to show signs of stagnation. This decline was made all the more rapid for want of strong leadership. In a matter of generations, the Allegan civilization became a pale shadow of its former self. Its once gleaming cities fell into repair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. Lamenting the pitiful state of affairs, one technologist made it his mission to restore Alleg to greatness. Amon was his name, and he believed that the Alleg-aiding empire wanted for but a potent ruler, and none was more potent than its founding father, whom he sought to resurrect. You cannot mean Emperor Zandal. None other. As part of his experiments, Amon created clones of the Emperor's descendants. We are the products of that experiment. Copies of Unai and Dogger. Historical texts mention the reigns of two Allegan emperors named Xander. It was commonly believed that the second was the namesake of the first. After all, such a custom is not uncommon among royalty. To think that the two were in fact one and the same. Aye. Xander returned from the grave and assumed his throne once more, and true to Amon's prediction, the Emperor restored his realm to glory. Would that he could have been satisfied with that. In his previous life, the Empire desired to bring the entire world under Allegan dominion, an ambition that ultimately went unfulfilled. Having been granted a second chance, he was determined to succeed. Realizing that he needed more power to wage his war of conquest, Xandi turned his sights towards a forbidden source, darkness. In order to learn how to harness this power, he converted the Crystal Tower into a restricted research facility. Look at him. Darkness again, Seven Hells. What is it with the megalomaniacal rulers turned to darkness in their lust for power? Well, at least this one won't be bothering us, being thousands of years dead and all. Would that you were right, Master Garland. Alas, Emperor Xander is very much alive. Within Circus Tower he still abides, his ambitions burning all the more ardently for his empire's collapse. What? Bro. The design of this place. Wielding the power of the darkness requires prodigious amounts of energy that not even a Crystal Tower could produce. In order to augment the shortfall, Dalamud was created and launched into the heavens. On high it hung, gathering the sun's energy and challenging it to the tower below. Channeling it. However, a miscalculation resulted in a surge of energy that escaped into the land. This triggered an earthquake, a calamity that ushered in the Fourth Umbral Era. In the blinking of an eye, the mighty Allegan Empire was laid to waste. Yet even as the Crystal Tower was sinking into the earth, the technologist Amon, now Emperor Zone, closest aid, invoked powerful magics and halted the flow of time. Every soul within the structure, the Emperor included, was placed in a deep slumber. In that state, they were to remain until the time was ripe to awaken. And they have awoken. Oh, shit. That's such insane lore. Aras came and went. After millennia lying dormant, Dalamud was summoned back to the earth. Its descent triggered by the 7th umbral calamity, in the wake of which the Crystal Tower re-emerged. At that moment, Emperor Xande awakened. In his lust for power, the Emperor consorted with darkness and was seduced by its corrupting influence. Even though his empire is now little more than a fading memory, he will stop at nothing to see his ambition realized. Of course he looks like a badass. He looks like, what's his name, that boss in Elden Ring. The monk you fight. Giga Chad monk. 'Tis for no other purpose but to put an end to Zhand's madness that we exist. This is the mantle we've inherited from our namesakes, the true Unite and Doga. Fearing what might befall the world, the two of them sought to thwart their emperor. They gave us unto their will that we might carry on their mission should they fail. When we came to our senses within the Crystal Tower, we deliberated a course of action, concluding that we alone could not overcome Xande. We struck out to find a worthy ally. It has taken years. Our search is finally over. It is no ordinary man who can cut a path through the labyrinth of the ancients. With you as our champion, Omario, we are confident that we can end Xande's dark ambition once and for all. Well, that'll teach me for speaking too soon. Setting my chagrin aside, I see now why you knew about the students of Balderson amongst a host of other things. You were observing our investigation the whole time. So what will we do, Mario? The world's in grave danger again, and it just so happens you're an expert saving it. You're not wrong. I can't wait to get a stupid bard outfit for doing all of this. You have our eternal gratitude. Together, let us see the Allegan Empire's dark past laid to rest. Now let's arrest Nero. Because he just heard all of that. It has been our mission to recover the long-lost knowledge of the Allegan civilization, but what worth is that knowledge if it means subjecting the realm to peril? Truth be told, it pains me to think that the tower's secrets may become lost to us, but a greater good must ever come first. Besides, no quantity of ancient relics can compare to our friends Zunai and Doga, living, breathing Allegans. And so I hereby declare a change in Noah's objective. Henceforth, we shall direct all efforts towards sealing off Circus Towers. Its dark secrets must never know the light of day. Well, didn't we just open it? Anyway, Omario, as you did for us within the Labyrinth of the Ancients, I shall have you enter the structure and eliminate hostile elements. Suffice to say, this includes Emperor Xande himself. Meanwhile, the rest of us should examine ways to isolate Circus Tower from the outside world. To work then. Look, they're talking at the back. Nero. Wait, there's something I must know. My right eye is like yours. Does this mean... Is he a clone or something? You inherited the trait from your father, you said. Know that clones are unable to bear offspring. You have no cause for concern. Allegan Eye, you called it, but to us, it is the Royal Eye, owing to the fact that the trait manifests only in those possessed of royal blood. I cannot well explain why the eye runs in your line, but I am disinclined to think it's a coincidence. Though you are doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. Cool. That was a whole lot of lore. But I'm pretty sure I understood most of it. I need some water. I'm gonna let this play. Your task is to eliminate all hostile elements within the structure, Zandy himself included. Bro, this sounds like it's going to be insanely difficult. I am so down. Bro. So... how the hell do I do it? Wait. Oh, okay. You do need other players. Okay. So there's no way of doing this without a team. Cool. Having secured a path through the labyrinth of the ancients, the Fellowship of Noah finds itself before the entrance to the Crystal Tower. With the aid of their new comrades, the companions succeed in opening the gate. Upon learning the dark forces have awakened within, the Fellowship, nice, decides to... Bro, did anyone hear that in June, the Lord of the Rings movies are coming to the cinema in 4K or something? I can't wait. Because I missed watching them growing up. Anyway. Fellowship decides to spend its investigative effort in favor of sealing off the tower. You must fight your way to the apex and defeat the resurrected Emperor Xande, that Eorzea might be free of his all-consuming ambition. Now this says 1 to 8. Oh no, 3 parties. Okay. I cannot wait to do this. Okay, and we still can't do this. Alright. Let's go and defeat Xande.